Peace, all. It's your boy ActionFiggySkinny here again with another quick hit review. Today we've got, as you can see, the highly anticipated, because everyone going buck wild for this figure ever since it's been announced, the Marvel Legends, a part of the series, the Gamerverse, because it's not Marvel versus Capcom at all, Psylocke versus Thanos. This joint has been, like, we've always wanted a new Psylocke. I mean, and then they hinted at it last year. And then they showed like this stuff, and man, me personally, I really want that Captain America and Venom 2-pack. But this year's Psylocke, wowzers, this is like a close runner-up. Thanos is dope too, especially now seeing that the color in person, that blue that they chose, is like a very, very, very nice blue. So like, obviously he's going to be going on the Gamerverse shelf that I've got going on, / MVC2. But, or even Marvel superheroes, or oh man, so many games that these characters have been in with these sprites, and it's just fun to finally have them in this form, especially this last Psylocke on a new body. This shit's crazy. I'm super happy about this. Yeah, let's get into this thing. Without further ado, we about to see what's in this box. And for those of you who care, like, for you know, boxes and stuff, look at this. The box art is crazy. The side is super nuts. Picture of Psylocke with the sprite there. Picture of Thanos doing the Thanos pose from the game. Both looking dope. The back with them doing poses from the game. The back reads, armed with her psychic blades, the telepathic mutant Psylocke battles a mad titan Thanos in a random game that we won't mention because it's definitely not MVC2. All to say, I'm too excited, so let's get into this box real quick. Let's go. Here they are, fresh out of package, and oh my goodness, like, Thanos is dope because, again, that lilac blue with the orange looks really cool. Very, very easy build a figure for them, / figure for them to produce because of the controller wave. So that controller figure that came out after the Thanos, very, you know, we've seen him before, and it's very dope. And I like what they did, but they hope they did something old. This Psylocke, though, guys, this Psylocke, problems. The Psylocke is problems because now we know. Now, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so now I expect to get Elektra, any other female-based ninja. Hell, give me a female ninja. You know what I mean? Give her some holsters, all sorts of stuff. Give me another version of this in a single card with Psylocke with the scar over her eye. Give me Quanin. Can we get armored Psylocke on this body? All the things. This is a crazy dope figure, crazy dope Psylocke, and like, I really liked the Apocalypse Wave Psylocke that came out before. Like, I'm gunning for that. I've got every version of that, but now this, your boy might have to get two, just cause. Like, actually use the two, not walking in box. I mean, actually have her outside the box so she can pose with her X-Men, and then have this one on MVC2 shelf, because there's no going back after this Psylocke. It's just, you can't. She looks that good. Like, look at this thing, guys. Look at this figure. Look at this figure. Craziness. And that's just one head sculpt. There's the other one here that I'll get into, which is even crazier. Look at what we're doing. Insane. That head sculpt might have to go somewhere else just to update a fig and make it look better. I'm guessing it might have to go on that other Psylocke, the Apocalypse Wave one, just, you know, make things look angry or something. But, or even maybe the X-Force one, possibly the X-Force. But this is crazy. This fig and the aesthetic and all the stuff. I've said it once before in displaying model behaviors group, and I think someone caught the joke, and I hope you guys catch the joke. But this figure is the Stephanie Vaquer of Marvel Legends, straight up and down. Stephanie Vaquer, Marvel Legends. That's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing suggested in that except for this figure's dope, really dope. Just come on, I just can't. I'm super happy about this. This is super dope. I'm gonna really quickly get into Thanos a bit. Not much about his articulation, just the aesthetic, the paint, so on, and then we're gonna get into Psylocke. Cheer. Let's go. And here we have the Mad Titan Thanos in his more purpley blue orangey color. You know what it is? They just didn't recolor the controller body, and they just added these orange gloves, and they made the shielding orange instead of dark blue. That's exactly what they did. That's, you know, yeah. I'm not going to compare to him with the controller, but that's pretty much what they did here. And it looks cool. In terms of articulation, we've seen this before. You can go ahead and check out my Thanos review if you want to go and really get an in-depth look at what this body mold can do. But in terms of deco, he looks nice. I like the red eyes. I'm going to zoom in on him, actually bring him forward a bit. Look up, focus on me, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like the red eyes and the look of him. He looks alright. He does what he's supposed to do, to be honest. More exaggeration on the horns, on the helmet. It's like a younger Thanos, you know, when he was like very mad tightness. And then you see on his shield here, it goes a little bit more up, has like a bit of a swoop here, more of a swoop. So that's all right. I like it. I dig it. This is cool. He does not come with anything in terms of accessories other than this Infinity Gauntlet hand that matches the same color as his garb, so the same type of orange. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for that. Articulation wise, to go really quickly, he look up quite a bit, look down, alright, have crunch forward, have crunch back. You're not getting anything out of these elbows because they are single jointed, but you get somewhat of bicep swivel. I think you do, yeah, you still do, but it's stiff on this body. You're not getting double jointed anything because this guy is a thick monster and his legs go forward but not very much back, and that's pretty much what you get. You know, saying comparison wise, you want to compare him to other guys, I got him next to the other Mad Titan, the proper one. This is what these guys look next to each other. This is what they look like. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm never going to have them in the same room. This is still going to be my main Thanos. This one right here. Just because, like, you know what I mean? This guy will probably go on the Gamerverse. That's likely where he'll end up and where he'll stay. End up on the Gamerverse shelf. But yeah, here's looking at him. Other comparisons you want to get him into. You want to put him up against my Gamma Crush Hulk right now for the moment that I'm using as my Marvel vs. Capcom MVC2 Hulk is the Maximum Hulk. Put him up against Reed Richards real quick. Just give you an idea what he looks like next to these iconic characters. Really quickly, the Fantastic Four She-Hulk, who's on a tilt. Let's just fix that tilt here. You're right. Okay. And do I risk moving Dragon Man? I don't know if I should move Dragon Man. Dragon Man is kind of a staple, but compared to Dragon Man, this guy's so tiny. Very tiny. But yeah, overall, this Thanos does what it's supposed to do. He is an accompanying character who is supporting. They had to get this. They need to reuse his body. And they're like, how do we get to reuse his body while also putting out a figure that people are really going to want? And this is how they maximize on it. So I want to just jump ahead. This fig gets a, I'm going to say 8 on 10 for me, just for his, like, the color palette that they chose and his head sculpt. I really like it. Otherwise, it's just another Thanos. And if you didn't have a Thanos before, now you have one. And if you did have a Thanos before, you didn't necessarily need this one. But he's a good addition to your collection anyways, because you're probably, if you bought this, you're probably, you know, not just buying it for Psylocke. Like, I doubt that, but, I mean, some of you are, but all to say, it's a good Thanos to have. Let's get into Psylocke. Juju. Fam, these guys went crazy with this Psylocke. Like, this is insane how good and how cool this figure looks. My goodness. Wow. I'm in awe how actually like really cool she is in person. I've seen the reviews, I've watched, you know, the main guys here and there, and I've been like, okay, she looks cool, but like this is a solid figure. This is a solid figure, and for Psylocke to be my like, Psylocke is like my favorite female X-Men. There's like, goes Psylocke, Storm, Shadowcat, Rogue, Phoenix, Rachel Summers, Jean Grey, and then like everybody else, right? But like Psylocke, that just, I like the idea of ninjas. I've always been a ninja person since Ninja Turtles. So like, if you got a ninja on your team, we're down, right? Like super down, Charlie Brown. Like I'm just, my hand's been in the way. I'm sorry. All to say, this figure is beautiful, man. Like I can't get over how really aesthetically pleasing to this. She just looks good just like standing like this, you know. She comes with quite a bit of stuff, like like 5 hands in total. Her side blade effect, her other effect for doing her move from the game that you can attach like this very easily. Very dope. I like it. And then the amount of poses you can get her into so far, like I've just had a lot of fun just posing her, and like posing her neutral, posing her like striking poses. Just man, it's crazy. So like we can't go to, you know, too much rambling. Let's just get into the accessories first, and then we'll into articulation, and then we can go into like just fun stuff. Just fun stuff. Compare it to a few things, all that fun stuff. Let's do that. Let's go. Alright, so accessories wise, Homegirl does not come with the sword. This sword is from Lady Bullseye. A lot of people can take swords from Spiral and use that as the sword base. Or you could just take swords from the actual other Psylocks that were released previously and use those. So she comes with the hands that you see her with, which is an open hand for holding swords and a fisted hand for her side blade. She comes with the famous Psylocke butterfly effect for when she's doing her side attacks. It's not focusing too well, probably because it's very thin and hard to recognize. But if you could just get something behind that. Oh. Alright, we'll just try something else right now. Nope, we're going to try it again. Put it on manual focus, and we're going to focus on this. There it is. That's how that looks. I haven't really figured out how to attach it to this head yet. I feel like it only attaches to the secondary head sculpt, which we'll get into once we get there. So yeah, next she comes with her side blade, which is super big time upgrade from the previous ones that we got from Marvel Legends, though I still like those. She comes with 2 hands like this, pointing fingers, each for their respective effect piece, as you can see. So this one plugs it here. Now you're not going to want to sit there, huh? Okay, so this one rests there, like so. Right, for that way. That is the left hand, and then the right hand, which is the other effect. It just like looks nuts. Looks super nuts. I believe it plugs in here. Where do you plug in, sir? If you're going there, then this one is going here. Definitely doesn't plug in there. Ah, I found it. There it is. There she blows, right? Okay. This one plugs in himself, alright? Then you have, and these head sculpts are crazy. Like, you can't get over these head sculpts. Look at this. On top of the head sculpt she goes with, look at that one for when she's angry. And then to plug this onto here, I believe it pops it behind her ear, but then it kind of also just rises up. Yeah. So it does one of those. I'm sure there's a better way to fix that. But that's super nice. Like, that's crazy nice. Super crazy nice. Like, dope. You gotta love good butterfly effects. This Psylocke is intensely beautiful. Like, just very, very dope. So, she also comes with this open hand. I'll focus on. Hold on. There it is. More posing, just to get her crouching. You know what I mean? Some certain things like that. But otherwise, this thing is like super dope. Let's try and put some of these accessories on her. Let's do that. Alright, for the side blade part, which I love, it just clips on very nicely. Her hand fits in nicely there, and it just like looks crazy menacing. Like, you don't want to step to a girl who has this pink glowing thing glowing from her fist. Like, you just don't want to do that. That's not something you want to do. It's not a good idea, and it could probably get you killed, or at least your brain messed up real good. You know what I mean? Here she is with the open hand and a sword that I gave her. Man, this is just like so. Oh. It's just some fluidity in the movement of this fig. It's like you see like what Hasbro's capable of when they really want to like sink their teeth into ish, and they have the budget for it at least. Like, this is nasty. This is super, super, super nasty. How low and dope this figure can get. Like, super, super nice. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, let's try the other effects on her before I get into quick articulation and like just really gush some more over this fig. I might have to go and get me like 2 or 3 of these, man. Maybe just 2, but wow. Wow, crazy. Alright. Here is my best attempt at her striking her iconic pose from that game that shall not be mentioned while we're reviewing these figs, because you don't want to get, you know what I mean? But yeah, looking pretty cool. I dig it. Very much dig it. Let me switch the head sculpt, see what that looks like. Yeah, look at that. That looks really dope. Very, very nice. Let's try to fit that on there. One thing's for certain, by the way, it's like the way they set it up. I kind of like the old way, that the old Psylocke like sculpt effect was, but I get why this is like this. Like, I understand why they do this. Oh, you can get it in there, but without breaking stuff? No, I feel like I broke something doing that. Hold on. Hey, oh, damn it. I want to get it on there and just kind of show you guys what it looks like with it being on there, but it doesn't want to stay. There it is. Okay, yeah. Boom. Look at that. Finally, we have her with their move effects, I'm going to call them. These are a bit of a pain to get on, but as you can see, very pretty. You can go and get the move off. As long as they don't fall off, you can get the move off. But yeah, that's what that looks like. Which is pretty rad. Oh. There you go. Let me snap a picture while I have it, actually. Now, those effects are cool, but they are weighing her down, so I decided to opt to take those off because I do not want to do anything to damage this figure just yet. In fact, I like the angry head, but I'm going to go ahead and pop back on her neutral face. I tend to like it a little bit better. That's just me, though. I feel like I'm going to pop this angry face on an older Psylocke, see how that goes. Let's also go and get the side blade hand in here, because that's basically how I'll be posing her, with the sword and the side blade. And that's pretty much that. Nothing crazy. So articulation wise, this sculpt is whole new sculpt, I believe. Whole new sculpt. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, but it gets all the range. Looking up, not much. Looking down, quite a bit. It's on a dumbbell, so you see that. Arms go up with the double jointed, very double jointed elbow on both sides, as you can see. Very, very cool. She has a upper body miniature like movement on it, like a diaphragm, but not much. But she gets most of her crunch from the lower crunch here. Her legs do kick out. Not much back, not at all back, because of the the cakeness back there. Double jointed knees, but big calves, so she can't really do much. And yeah, the butterfly joints are amazing. A lot of range, but you don't want to move them too much, just because you don't want them to get too loose. And very dope. Again, very well done. Shows what they can do when they just really love a character. Like, this was super well thought out. Super, super well thought out. Like, there was no misses. No misses at all with this Psylocke, at all. Let's go ahead and give some comparisons to other Psylocks and then other characters before I give you my final thoughts on her. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you could guess what she's getting, because you know what I mean. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Look at her. Come on. Okay, so comparison time. First one I want to compare her with is the Apocalypse Wave Psylocke fig that used to look super great up until we got this, and now I'm just like big meh on it. Like, this fig was really good for what it was, but man, talk about an upgrade, y'all. Like, wow. It's not even close. And then right after that we have the X4s, and this is the Nimrod 3-pack Psylocke. So I mean, yeah, none of these are touching her, but let's see something. I want to see what this head here looks like on, you know. Yeah, that doesn't work as much as I want it to. It just doesn't work too well. I mean, it could. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, something about it just doesn't seem right over there. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that for the Psylocke comparisons. Let's put her up against the Maximum Hulk. See if I can zoom out. There you go. So Maximum Hulk and her looking pretty cool next to each other. We got Marvel Legends thing here. Just gonna knock her down, but yeah, looks pretty good. Let's get her up against some G.I. Joes, just for shits and gooks. You know what I mean? Shooter Craig, one of my favorites. These two look great. She can go with anybody, really, like anybody. I'm not even mad at, like, she could just, There you go, fellow blue team member. Got a Wolverine in there. Me likey, me likey. Throw on X23. Just to be sure. Last but not least, giving her a little Sue Storm energy. Okay. Let's get into my final thoughts on this 2-pack. Or at least Psylocke. And then the 2-pack. Before I get to final thoughts, I forgot to mention the thigh cut here, which is very unique because it's just like at the, and they didn't want to break up the sculpt, so I get it, but it's a very, very nice addition. So in terms of this 2-pack, this 2-pack definitely gets high points. I'm going to give it like an 8. Just because Thanos is colored very, very well, and Psylocke is a welcome brand new addition that we didn't know we needed until we got her. So I'm very, very, very happy with this 2-pack. And if you like this review, please go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell because I'll be dropping videos like these 2-3 times a week, or as much as I can, because how life be. And yeah, please share this and tell your friends about this because it helps the channel a lot. But until next time, keep fit, have fun, keep collecting, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's your boy, ActionFiggySkinny.